Hello everyone, so this is my great pleasure to speak, even if I'm remote, to this great international event organized by my friend in Philippines today. So we are acting here as a partner, and we are from COP, as you can see. We are here in Glasgow in the COP26, so we are acting as a partner and friend, and bringing also some voice of artists and everywhere, and especially from Africa, thanks to the initiative we have designed several years ago, almost 10 years now, so-called ARTsPLANET. So our vision about culture and art, so as an introduction word, is quite crucial, especially in these times when we are supposed to recover from COVID and from this huge crisis. But this crisis is not, let's say, the main, point to start to rebuild a collective future, having in mind that, by the way, we need to agree on something which is slightly different than in the past. So it means to respect Earth, but also to create attractiveness, to create confidence, and to create also some kind of bridge between citizens worldwide, and also to design a collective desired future. And art and even culture are pillars. They are pillars, and in our visions we need also to involve not only large, well-known artists, but also citizens. We have delighted to be also involved and to express not only their concern, but also the way they want to contribute somewhere to feed the debate, and by doing so they recall emotion. And we really think that development, also thanks to culture, is the only way to make people feel really concerned about hunger, about climate change concern, about adaptation, about poor, about resilience issue, about whatever we can decide to work on as so-called SDG and other issue. And here especially, thanks to our colleague and friend from especially a special mention to Cecilia and Victor and all the teams which have gathered this unique event, is also to bridge between continents. Why? Because by doing so, we make everyone concerned and be spokesperson about what we can decide collectively to go for peace. Having said that, this is also a way to create not only attractiveness and concern, but also to create economy, to create environments to be more, acceptable and more desirable for everyone, and also to be in position to redesign a clear message, what we all agree to develop and to co-share as a collective future. This is exactly the topic of ARTsPLANET and also Energy 2050, the NGO I'm also chairing, which is working on, the transversal issues, the systemic approach of development, by working with governments on their climate change strategy and also with local governments, and so, the whole spectrum of stakeholders. Lastly, next year, mid-March, there will be in Kusumo, in Africa, a very large event, Africité, and here in this event we will have the opportunity also with our friends from all the 5 continents to have culture and art as a pillar with local government. This event is a kind of unique event gathering more than 40,000 mayors from Africa, which work on climate, but not only on all, the spectrums, to try to rethink the future and to raise money and to raise also the local development plan to be consistent with the trajectory we need to work on. Lastly but not least, we are here also to give a voice to, the minority and the poor people, the vulnerable communities which are struggling, suffering from this system so far. And again, arts, this collective issue and consciousness and also concern is very important for these people. So when we are here, watching a movie, listening to music, having some emotion by a drawing, whatever it comes from, it's also a way to feel concerned by their own concern. Because, for an example, I've never suffered about hunger, but people are suffering. So if one also give his own, feeling personal experience about this issue, this is a way to bridge and to make everyone concerned. So again, culture and art has to bridge. Culture and art has to be a clear message and has to be very well positioned in the recovery plan and also in the fight against climate change consequences, and also for sure for all the SDG implementation. It's a concern and it's also a priority. And in these events, we want to recall this importance and to try to find a way both to help people in their daily life, to make feel everyone's concerned about someone you don't know abroad, which is slightly different as a reality, but also this is a concern, a collective future and concern. So again, thank you Cecilia, thank you your team, thank you all of you which are supported this large event, and sorry again not to be there. I was struggling in Glasgow here in COP26, you know that we are negotiator and with the African group of negotiators among others, and we are struggling here to make, let's say, a common voice for many technical issues, but at the end this issue will change the daily life of all of us. So this is why it's so important. We are working on the, let's say, so-called mechanism of cooperation under Article 6, the framework for transparency, and so many issues as adaptation, mitigation, and so far everything is connected, and again arts and culture has to be at the forefront of this debate to make everyone feel concerned and endorse the same vision. So thank you again for being there, and sorry for not being with you today, but hopefully next time in Africity or elsewhere we will be all together. Thank you so much.